what's up guys, it's Lungi. So today we'll be taking a look at the new Mermail Atlantean combos. So Rage of the Abyss is coming out this weekend in the OCG, and Mermail's got a few new cards, some extra deck monsters and some main deck monsters, and a new equip spell card. So we'll just be taking a look at some of their new combos. So we'll go with the best combo typically is with Sea Diva. Right, so you'll start by normal summoning Sea Diva, use the effect, and then you'll get Neptabyss, and then you'll use Neptabyss's effect to dump Mermail Shadow Bodyguards. So this is the new card. So if it's sent to the graveyard to activate a water monster's effect, you can special summon one level 4 lower Atlantean or Mermail monster from your deck, except itself, and then you can't summon water monsters for the rest of the turn. So this is your typical combo when you go for Neptabyss. You go Neptabyss and you'll dump Shadow, adding Dragoons to your hand, and then from Shadow you'll get a very old card at this point, Mermail Abyssspike, one of the original Mermails. So he'll discard Dragoons for cost to add Abyssrhine, the Atlantean Spirit. She's treated as a Mermail card. Yeah, so you'll be able to search the new card, and then you will trigger your Dragoons to search for Neptabyss. Alright, so we want to search for Neptabyss because we're going to send it for cost of Abyssrhine. So Abyssrhine searches a level 7 fish, sea serpent, or aqua monster from your deck. So it can also summon it straight to the field, but I think adding to the hand is typically much better. But I have to take a look at the move pool to see if there are any very good options to summon straight from the deck. It says level 7 fish. It says level 7 fish. So I think Coelacanth is a level 7. I have to check that one. But anyways, so you add her and then you add Neptabyss. So you send Neptabyss for cost, and then you search for Abyssteus. You'll trigger Neptabyss to summon back the Dragoons, and then you'll overlay Dragoons and Abyssspike for Bahamut Shark. Alright, so you'll detach for cost Dragoons, and then you'll summon Totally Awesome. So Dragoons will search. So at this point, it doesn't really matter what sea serpent you're searching. You basically just want something that you can discard of Abyssteus, and you at this point you've used most of your useful sea serpent effects. So we'll just add Minstrel. Alright, so we'll go into Coral Anemone. Alright, so that is a bit fast. So we'll go into Coral Anemone, and then we'll revive our Shadow Bodyguards, and then we'll summon Abyssteus after we summon Neptabyss, the Royal Mermail. If you'd like, you could summon these two under here in case they have something like Imperm, but if they have Imperm, they probably would have Imperm by this point. But it is probably much safer to just summon them here. So Abyssteus, and then also the Royal Mermail. Alright, so here we add Abyssgunde, who's also an old card, Abyssgunde. And the new equip spell card, which is basically like Premature Burial, if you know that card. It's the equip monster reborn, an Atlantean or Mermail monster. So it can summon from the hand or graveyard, which can be useful. Yeah, and it doesn't target, so yeah, your opponent can't really remove. Your opponent can't stop you from resolving this card by removing something, as long as you have something like a target in your hand or in the graveyard, you can still resolve it, which is very, very nice, I think. Alright, so next we will use Bodyguards effect to discard Gunde. So Bodyguards will make all water monsters become level 7, which is pretty sick. So we want to do that before we revive anything. Alright, so summon back our Abysspike, then we'll overlay for Abyssgaios. If you don't know what he does, during other player's turn, quick effect, you can detach an XYZ material from him. Negate the effects of all face-up monsters your opponent currently controls that have less attack than him. He has 28, so that's a lot of monsters. Alright, next we'll use our equip. We'll summon back the Dragoons, summon another Bahamut Shark, and then we'll make our second Totally Awesome. And then we will trigger Dragoons to add our can't target it now for some reason. Right, we'll add Atlantean Heavy Infantry to the hand. So the reason why you want to add Heavy Infantry is because your new card, your Abyssrhine, she can banish herself during the opponent's turn to discard any card in your hand for cost, and then you'll draw a card. So you'll be able to trigger heavy infantry anytime you want during your opponent's turn, which is very, very nice, especially if your opponent has something like Dark Ruler no more. So that's very, very good. You can still disrupt your opponent. Alright, so this is the end board. So this is very nice because the toads will add some waters back to, from the graveyard to the hand if they're sent to the graveyard after they use their effect, which is very nice. And with the equip spell card, you can actually recycle your toads. So you can banish this and you can recycle the toads. So you don't have to use the toads effects to add themselves back to the extra deck. You can just use this card to put them in the extra deck and then use their effects to add back your water monster. So one of the problems that Mermail Atlantean had before was, you know, you run basically like you just use your whole hand to make a field, and if your opponent breaks your field, like you're basically on the back foot, and it's very, very hard to come back, even if you like draw like a Neptabyss or something. So at this so with this new version, you have a bunch of follow-up, because you can still detach Bodyguards as well, and Bodyguards will trigger, right, since it's a cost to detach, and then it will summon you can summon Neptabyss straight from the deck. So you'll be able to make a board, and you'll be able to get some follow-up. You summon Neptabyss, and then you can protect Neptabyss with heavy infantry by discarding it with Abyssrhine, by banishing it from the graveyard, which is pretty sick. Yeah, so that is the first combo. Alright, on to combo number 2. So this combo is similar to the first combo, except in this one you are going to summon Moulinglacia. So yeah, so in order to summon Moulinglacia, you just search it and closer to the end, and then you have to sort of maneuver a bit differently later on in your combo. So you go for your Bahamut Shark, your Toad. You will search for Moulinglacia. Right, so you go for Coral Anemone, summon it back, summon Moulinglacia at this point because you have 5. You discard, and then you'll go into your Royal Mermail. You'll use Shadow Bodyguards. Then you'll fetch your equip spell card. You revive Abyssteus, and then you will, yeah. And at that point you can actually recycle your Mermail monsters, and then you end your turn. So yeah, this guy is also kind of like a negate. So after you activate Abyssgaios, since you sent a water monster to the graveyard to activate an effect, you'll be able to trigger, and then you will be able to equip a Abyssgale of the Mizuchi with using his effect. So that gets you an extra Speller Trap negate. And yeah, if they haven't used something like Droplets or like Dark Ruler at that point, Mizuchi will be able to auto negate. Yeah, so this doesn't go in a chain, it just negates as soon as like the spell card tries to resolve. So yeah, this card yeah, so basically just automatically negates whatever spell card was activated, and then it sends itself to the graveyard. So yeah, so that's another way you can, I guess, kind of negate something like Dark Ruler no more. So this one is just with Neptabyss alone. Alright, so you go through your usual plays, but this one, unlike the other one, you summon Toad before your 5th summon, or as your 5th summon. So this one actually insulates you from Nibiru if you decide to take like a conservative route for the combo, because you're gonna have to use your Toad as material in this combo, because you start with only like Neptabyss, so you need the extra cards. You need the extra cards. Alright, so we search our equip spell card, and we'll search Moulinglacia. So we'll make Bodyguards level 7. We'll revive the Abysspike with Gunda. We'll go into Gaios, revive Bahamut Shark, detach, make Toad. Use equip to shuffle back. So we have like 8 in the graveyard at this point, so we shuffle back 3 so we can summon Moulinglacia. Moulinglacia will rip 2. Alright. So here we have yeah, if you use your Toad in the combo, it makes your combos much better. You end off with like one fewer Toad, one less Toad, but your combo is slightly better because you'll be able to search for some follow-up, and also have your heavy infantry in your hand. Rub 2 cards, Abyssgaios. You have this card, which can get Mizuchi to equip. You got like a bunch of options. Bodyguards during your opponent's turn. You also have Abyssrhine in the graveyard to pop to discard heavy infantry. Yeah, like it's pretty crazy stuff. Just with like Neptabyss by itself, which is pretty nuts. Because after they banned Halka-Fibrax, it was basically you couldn't really full combo with Neptabyss like by itself anymore. But yeah, this new support really makes the deck crazy stuff. So this is the current deck list. It's possible to summon this card straight from the deck using this card. There's a bunch of combos you can go for with the deck, and I'll be making more videos, but this is just the beginning stages, and the deck list is going to change a bit. I'm definitely going to pick up the cards this weekend. I have most of the cards. I have Abysspike. I don't know how many I actually have. I'll be picking up this card, Eria, as well. It's very nice for searching. It's a very nice searcher, and also it triggers a lot of your Atlantean cards, which is also pretty nice. And unlike other decks that you could use the channelers in, this deck doesn't actually care about being locked straight into waters, because you've got like a full suite of monsters here. The only like non-water is SP Little Knights. Yeah, but this is still like the beginning stages, experimental. Definitely gonna change up the deck list as I do more testing. But yeah, the deck is showing a lot of promise. Playing one stream and then one Tidal. In the OCG, Tidal is at 2, so you can just play 2 Tidal, I guess 1 stream. But 1 I guess is okay, because Tidal can dump any water straight to the graveyard. So you could just dump this card, so you can just revive it with Coral Anemone. That will be the play. But anyways, thanks for watching. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.